Republican strategist Steve Schmidt, who's advised Sen. John McCain and former President George W. Bush, made a dramatic exit from the Republican Party on Wednesday in a series of tweets where he called the GOP fully the party of Trump and a danger to our democracy and values. Schmidt, a vocal Trump critic, urged voters to elect Democrats in upcoming November election and harshly criticized the administration's policy of separating migrant children from their parents at the U.S. border, saying it resulted in internment camps for babies. He ranted against President Donald Trump and any member of the party who supported the administration, while he offered praise for Republicans like Governor John Kasich, who has hinted he's considering a challenge to Trump in 2020. 29 years and 9 months ago I registered to vote and became a member of the Republican Party, which was founded in 1854 to oppose slavery and stand for the dignity of human life, he wrote. Today I renounce my membership in the Republican Party. It is fully the party of Trump. He slammed the Republican Party as corrupt, indecent and immoral. He noted that other than a few exceptions, the party is filled with feckless cowards who disgrace and dishonor the legacies of the party's greatest leaders. He urged his 337,000 Twitter followers to repudiate Trump and his vile enablers in the 2018 election by electing Democratic majorities. I say it as someone who retains belief in democracy and decency, he wrote. He also invoked the name of one of the party's most beloved leaders, Ronald Reagan, in his Twitter rant, writing the former president would be ashamed of current party leaders like Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Speaker Paul Ryan. He would be ashamed of McConnell and Ryan and all the rest. While this corrupt government establishes internment camps for babies, Schmidt wrote in reference to the government centers hold migrant children. He was especially critical of Trump's zero-tolerance policy that has resulted in migrant children being separated from their families. This child separation policy is connected to the worst abuses of humanity in our history, he wrote. Schmidt was the senior campaign strategist and advisor McCain's 2008 presidential campaign. The longtime strategist worked in the Bush White House with advisor Karl Rove. In 2006, he ran governor. Arnold Schwarzenegger's re-election campaign. He was portrayed by Woody Harrelson in the HBO film Game Change. Schmidt challenged Bush, his old boss, to publicly challenge Trump's grip on both the country and the Republican Party. Both George W. Bush and Barack Obama are good men, he said. The question the former presidents have to ask, is there a moment in time that they are compelled to speak, and compelled to speak together? These men are addressed by that title, Mr. President, which is the highest that can be bestowed in American life. I do think an hour is approaching where we have a crisis of leadership. With the fragility and the importance of our democratic institutions at stake, it would be nice to hear from them, he told the Daily Beast. Trump didn't destroy the Republican Party, it's the cowardice of the Republican leaders, their complicity in all of it, the lack of courage to stand up for what's right, he said. Some Republicans have questioned Trump's level of control of the GOP. Sen. Corker said Republicans were becoming cult-like in their support of the president. McCain, along with Sen. Jeff Flake and other vocal Trump critics, sponsored a resolution praising Operation Streamline in March 2015. The program included a zero-tolerance approach, including criminally prosecuting illegal border crossers on immigration. He praised the policies of the program for cutting down illegal border crossings in Yuma, Arizona, and encouraged then-President Barack Obama to continue the prosecutions. McCain, however, has been a vocal critic of Trump's policy of separating children and adults. The administration's current family separation policy is an affront to the decency of the American people and contrary to principles and values upon which our nation was founded. The administration has the power to rescind this policy. It should do so now, he wrote on Twitter on Monday. The Trump administration argues it must separate children from adults because when adults are prosecuted for a crime, children cannot be kept with them. The president on Wednesday said he will be signing an executive order addressing family separation. "I'm going to be signing an executive order in a little while, before I go to Minnesota, but at the same time," Trump said, "I think you have to understand, we are keeping families together, but we have to keep our borders strong." His Department of Homeland Security secretary was said to be drafting an order to end the child separation policy that's become a political albatross for the Trump administration. But Trump's move came after Schmidt's series of tweets. Schmidt ended his exit with a plea for Democrats. "I have spent much of my life working in GOP politics," he wrote. "Today the GOP has become a danger to our democracy and values." He concluded his Twitter tirade with, "This independent voter will be aligned with the only party left in America that stands for what is right and decent and remains fidelitous to our republic, objective truth, the rule of law and our allies."